Hello, I'm John Bachman. At this hour, U.S. officials are looking into claims that ISIS may have killed an American female hostage. A statement attributed to ISIS claims that 26-year-old aid worker Kayla Mueller was killed during a Jordanian airstrike near the terrorist stronghold of Raqqa. Jordan denies that claim, and U.S. officials are deeply skeptical, suspecting this could be some sort of PR ploy by ISIS. We heard from National Security Advisor Susan Rice a short time ago.
We're obviously very concerned about the reports that have come in recent hours. We do not, at the present, have any evidence to corroborate ISIL's claims. But obviously we'll keep reviewing the information at hand.
Meantime, in Jordan, it's been another day of protests with demonstrators from a mosque walking to the main square in Amman, waving the country's flags. Also airstrikes. You see an F-16 here. Jordan's queen joined the marchers. And these airstrikes do continue now for a second day. Several high-ranking Obama administration officials will be interviewed by the Special House Committee on Benghazi. Committee Chairman Trey Gowdy of South Carolina says he'll interview 20 officials in all, and that includes former Defense Secretary Leon Panetta, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, and former CIA Director David Petraeus, as well as Susan Rice, who we just heard from. Today, Trey Gowdy said that interview with Clinton should occur as soon as possible. Russian media reports that Vladimir Putin and the leaders of France and Germany are discussing the Ukrainian crisis behind closed doors today. This comes as civilians flee the area, evacuating on a convoy of buses. The pro-Russian rebels and Ukrainian authorities agreed on a humanitarian corridor to safely evacuate people from a town that's been stuck between both sides in this ordeal. Vice President Joe Biden is in Belgium today. He says Russia cannot be allowed to redraw Europe's map. And there's a hack attack at America's second biggest health insurer. We told you about this a couple days ago. It may have been carried out by Chinese hackers. Several reports say the evidence is pointing towards China. Information including Social Security numbers, birthdays, and addresses on about 80 million people have been stolen. You see their website and an apology right there. Well, despite today's solid jobs report, some Republicans say there's still room for improvement. House Ways and Means Committee Chairman Paul Ryan says, quote, "This recovery is too fragile for far too many, and in a long-term unemployment, there's a lot of potential that we are not tapping." The Labor Department says that 257,000 jobs were added last month. That's better than some had expected. Unemployment's also up 0.1%, but that's being chalked up to more Americans starting to look for work again. The report also says wages rose by the most in 6 years. Back in the U.S., a Missouri doctor says a mother's prayers may have saved her son's life. Last month, rescuers pulled 3 teenagers out of icy waters in Missouri's Lake St. Louis. At that point, John Smith had already been underwater for 15 minutes, but the St. Louis Post-Dispatch reports that he was taken to the hospital with no pulse, but a prayer may have revived him. Another update coming up for you in 30.